How's it going, guys? It's the Pixelite Pumpkin, and in today's video, I'll be unboxing, showcasing, and reviewing the animated Snarling Werewolf, sold exclusively on HalloweenCostumes.com. And thank you to HalloweenCostumes.com for sending this bad boy to me. I very much appreciate it. If at any point throughout this video you want to pick up this guy for yourself, use my special link in the description. That will give you 15% off on anything you want to order on there, including this guy. So be sure to use that link if you want to pick this guy up or anything on HalloweenCostumes.com to get yourself a little bit of a discount. But anyways, this thing is an awesome animatronic, and it will be my first animatronic with the digital eyes, which I'm really excited for. That's all I really got to say about this guy. Let's pop it open. Alright, now that we got it open, let's take a look at what's inside. So here's what you see when you first open up the box. Obviously, you got the clothes right on top and all of the fur there. We'll get that open in a little bit. We got the instruction manual here. There's a little Seasonal Visions logo. And you got all of his parts here, which of course are all in there. Next up, we got these hands here. Take a look at that. That is super detailed and scary. Look at the fur on there too. Here we have the feet all bubble wrapped. I'll get that open in just a second.
Here are the feet, and I mean, take a look at those. These are really detailed and surprisingly good quality plastic, especially for seasonal vision standpoints. And it's just very well detailed along with the fur and those massive claws on the front. Really cool and very fitting werewolf feet.
And then finally in here we have the leg poles, the adapter, and the head. Let's take a look at that awesome werewolf face. All right, there you go. There is the werewolf head. It's a little deformed, but we'll get that fixed up. And look at those screen eyes you have there. Bring that in. Take a look at that. Those will both turn on and play a little video on it. Anyways, this thing looks incredible. Look at the ears. That's such a fantastic detailed face. I love that. All right, so now we got all the parts laid out and they're all ready to be assembled. So without any more hesitation, let's start putting the Snarling Werewolf together. Alright, last step is to get the head on, so let's do it. Alright, he's all set up now, but we still have to plug him in. And he looks awesome already, so I can imagine how cool he's going to be when he's moving, especially with those digital eyes. Anyways, let's get him plugged in and take a look at his demo.
Alright everybody, now you got to see the Snarling Werewolf's demo, it's time for me to review it. And to keep this as straightforward and brief as possible, I'll be talking about it in 3 categories. Its overall look, its animation, and its audio, and any other features it has. So let's start off with the overall look, of course, and right off the bat I have to say this is a fantastic looking and well designed werewolf animatronic. But werewolf might not be the exact right word to actually categorize this guy, because in my opinion, I think it looks a lot more like a wolf man than a werewolf. So a wolf man, obviously, like this guy here, he has his ears on the side of his head instead of being on top, and his face just looks a lot more wolf-man-ish than werewolfish. As you could see here, this is what the wolf man from that original 1930s movie looks like, and it matches up with this a lot better than other depictions of werewolves, just straight up having wolf heads. This one is definitely a lot more unique and different in that way, and that's why I really like this one. It definitely adds a lot to it for me there. Other than that, his face is very well designed, and those digital eyes, the video they play on it looks so cool. I love how the eyes dilate and stuff. That is just such a cool animation to put in the eyes there. Really awesome. And then everything else about his design is pretty good as well. The claws and feet look fantastic, and other than that, his clothing is pretty simple, but it works well for what it is here. Of course, I would always like to see some more blood on the clothing, but it is what it is, and I think it's well designed enough. I think everything else really makes up for it, honestly. Now, time to talk about the animation, and honestly, again, this is fantastic animation for this guy. It does so much more than you would expect it to. For one, of course, it has the mouth animation like most Seasonal Visions props. It also moves from side to side, of course, but it also lifts its head up and down, which is such a cool feature that, again, you would not expect to see on a prop like this, but again, it does a lot, and it looks so fluid as well. I love how he raises his head up to howl at the moon. That is just such a cool and awesome detail that really wraps this whole prop together and makes it so fantastic in my opinion. That one little part of its animation honestly makes it one of the better werewolf animatronics out there, honestly. This might be one of the best werewolf animatronics just for that alone. Again, it's also very unique as it is a wolf man and not a werewolf, but the way they programmed it as well looks really cool and makes it look very, very lifelike, which I really cannot praise enough. Now for his audio, and it's about as standard as it gets for werewolf props, but there's nothing wrong with that. It growls as much as it needs to, and also that howl is really cool. If there was one thing I would change, however, I would make a much more demonic sounding howl with some voice editing or some sound editing tools. I think it could sound a lot cooler and a lot scarier, but regardless, again, I think the growling is fine enough, and it does a good job needing what it does to. Now it's time to give my overall rating of this guy. It's well detailed enough, and I like how, again, it's a wolf man and not a werewolf, making this thing extra unique as being probably the only wolf man animatronic we've ever gotten. Its animation is also fantastic, how he raises his head to howl at the moon, along with the audio, which wraps everything together fantastically. And especially with those two digital eyes was a fantastic pick to put on this prop, and especially with the video it plays, it looks really awesome. I love those dilating eyes. So overall, I'm going to have to be honest, this is a solid 10 out of 10 prop. Especially for werewolves and the whole werewolf genre of props, this is one of the best, and it stands out as one of the most unique for sure. Overall, I love this thing, and I cannot wait to use it in my yard haunt this year. It's going to be a fantastic addition to it. So guys, let me know what you think of this guy in the comments below. I would love to hear it. Be sure to like and subscribe as well. And also be sure to check out that link if you want to order this guy. I would love for you guys to go ahead and get a 15% off discount using my link in the description from HalloweenCostumes.com. And with that, thank you Halloween Costumes again for sending me this guy. As always, I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to unboxing more animatronics from them in the future. As always, everybody, this is the Pixelated Pumpkin, signing out.